Please, be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University of Central Lancashire, I'm delighted to warmly welcome you to Preston Guild Hall and this graduation ceremony. On this special day, we are here to proudly celebrate the achievements of our students from the College of Science and Technology. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mike Thomas, to give his address.
Honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, and our graduates. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony at which we acknowledge and celebrate the achievement of our new graduates and postgraduates. This is your day, and I'm delighted that so many of you have been able to attend. I hope you enjoy both the ceremony itself and the celebrations, which I know will continue afterwards with your families and friends. It's customary for a Vice-Chancellor to use graduation as an opportunity to comment on economic affairs or politics or speak about the university in general. And we know the United Kingdom has gone through a period of unprecedented political and social change and upheaval in the last few years following the global financial crash in 2008. From 2010 onwards, the United Kingdom, Europe and the rest of the world have struggled to bring back a sense of financial and economic security to our communities. Who amongst us would have thought that in 2015, within 18 months of the general election, we would have a change of leadership in the opposition parties, a change of leadership in the government itself, that England would vote to leave the European Union, and that the United States of America would vote for an idiosyncratic president-elect in Donald Trump. Europe has further elections. Austria had its elections on Sunday. Italy looks like it will now have an election. France and Germany in 2017. And during this whole period, Britain will continue to have Brexit negotiations. We've also had to adapt to mass migration and movement of people, which fuel feelings of job insecurity and fears for the economic strength of our currencies. One would imagine that those in government would seek to strengthen Britain's chances of economic prosperity, and yet in the university sector, we face continuing difficulties in supporting global and international students to come and study in the UK. In total, international students bring nearly £7 billion every year and support 137,000 jobs in universities in the UK. And here in the city of Preston and the county of Lancashire, our students from 82 different countries spend £36 million a year in the local economy. And our global students not only spend money in the UK, but also bring in a depth of intellect and new perspectives, and perhaps a point that's often forgotten, the opportunities in their formative adult years to gain a world-class education in England. When they return home and develop their careers and move on to positions of authority, power and influence, they would have already established strong relationship with the British people. This life experience of British universities cannot be underestimated. There are many world leaders globally who gained their degrees in the UK and who look favourably towards us for new trade opportunities, based on many things, but not least of which is their positive memories and attitudes towards this country. And I ask the current British Government Cabinet to seriously consider the lifting of the student migration figures so that universities can play our part in supporting our local economies and our global relationships as Britain negotiates its way out of the European Union. 18 months ago, we were all probably saying that none of these things would happen, but they have. And so here we are in December 2016, looking out into the world that appears to be a bit uncertain. And the university and you, our graduates, have a part to play in reducing that uncertainty. The University of Central Lancashire has both an anchor and a civic role. Its anchor role is to promote economic development and create jobs and help firms get bigger and stronger and ensure that the skills and expertise required for a developing economy are there in you, our graduates and postgraduates. Our research and development is focused on helping the economy of our communities. But we have an equally important civic role to uphold community cohesion and to promote and develop peaceful means of dealing with social issues, problems or difficulties. And therefore we support music, the arts, food, our farming and agricultural community and tourism amongst others to ensure that our communities have a sense of place, of engagement and of belonging. And there are some certainties. We know that today you are graduates and postgraduates. You would have worked hard for your degree. You would have worked hard for your university, your community, your friends and your families. And now we all look to you to engage fully in developing your careers and in supporting the economic and community developments within which you will live. There is a certainty if you hold on to those beliefs and values that promote and support communities. So never give up. You are graduates and postgraduates. So observe, analyze, devise new solutions to the things that life brings to you, and continue to learn, exercise your intellect, and be ready to intervene throughout your lives. Seek to make a difference and get involved. We look to you to be the future leaders of our businesses, industries, and communities. So do good for yourself, your locality, and for society. And whatever you choose to do, make sure you do it to the best of your ability, with enthusiasm and desire, and savour fun and happiness, just for the sheer fun and happiness, and celebrate events like today for their sheer simple joy. You would have studied for your degree and your postgraduate degree, and we're hoping that it would have prepared you to ask questions such as what kind of society do we wish to live in? What role will you play in fostering that society? And how will you act as citizens? And as you go on with your life, it's now up to you to decide how you will answer. The university would have given you study time. You would have laid the foundation to have an ethic of personal responsibility for and to our communities, including the understanding of complex questions. You will be critical in making judgments about what is happening in our world. Your studies should have given you confidence so that you can challenge and have an effect on the status quo by applying your intellect. You will have developed a sense of the value of civil society and a willingness to make a contribution to its functions. And we look to you. You are our future hope. Participate in political processes and debates, in civic organisations and charitable work. Continue to be volunteers, but lead businesses and commerce and engage in economic debates and developments. We have provided a space for you to discuss ideas, to pursue different views and perspectives, and to explore new ways of doing things. There is more to your degree than a reductionist economic return. Take your university values as you go on with your life. Be strong in your core beliefs, but do so with common sense, attention to detail, compassion, tolerance, and teamwork. Gaining the awards you have earned today, and which we celebrate, is difficult. It must be so. Few things in life of genuine value are easy to gain, and success in higher education is far from easy. The university would have demanded dedication, intellectual endeavour, and hard work from you. And I'm sure in the audience there are many of you here today, family, friends, colleagues, who would have been called upon to provide a helping hand in that journey. And on behalf of you, our students, I would like to thank all those that have helped you for that invaluable support and ask that you join me in sharing our appreciation. to you, sitting in front of me, our students who today become graduates and postgraduates, I extend my warmest congratulations on your achievements. You will have learned a great deal in your time here in the university and would have been taught by a dedicated group of academic staff, many of whom are international leaders in their field, and all of whom devote their professional lives to the teaching, learning and development of you. You would have also been supported by many highly dedicated and professional staff who have provided the services and infrastructure that have made your success at the university possible. I ask on your behalf if you'd like to join me in thanking the staff here once again and join me in applause. In a few minutes, the names of you, our graduates, will be called out, and we will applaud and cheer, and please make as much noise as you feel able to. You will enter stage right as graduates, and you'll shake my hand in the middle of the stage, and then you'll go stage left as graduates. I imagine that everybody here will be as enthusiastic with your applause for our very first graduate as we will be for our final graduate. We take great pride in your achievement. I'm confident that you will go out into this world and bring not only real social and economic benefit to yourself, but also to the communities where you will live. But whatever you decide to do next, and wherever in the world you find yourself, you'll always be a member of this university. I hope at some stage you will return to your academic home. But for now, on behalf of everybody here, well done, congratulations, and good luck for a happy and successful career. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Academic Board confers an Honorary Fellowship on Peter Hyett. Jane Rutt-Howard, the University Orator, will deliver the citation.
Chancellor, there is no doubt that Peter Hyett is, and always will be, a fantastic ambassador for the University of Central Lancashire. Preston born and bred, Peter's early working life saw him employed at Barclays in Preston and studying the Institute of Bankers exams as a night school student at UCLan, then Preston Polytechnic, in 1973. In 1978, while working as a trainee accountant for Preston Council, he enrolled at UCLan for a second time to study accounting. It was in 1989 that, now a qualified chartered public finance accountant, Peter joined us as chief accountant, where he was integral in helping the university in its transition from Lancashire Polytechnic. Peter then spent 6 years as Director of Finance at Liverpool John Moores University, where he played a significant role in the financial management of the university's expansion. In 1999, Peter returned to UCLan as Group Executive Director of Finance and was responsible for advising the University Board on financial strategy, as well as implementing their decisions and overseeing the financing of development. He was heavily involved in UCLan's expansion into Cumbria, as well as the early negotiations that led to the establishment of UCLan's Cyprus campus. Peter was a member of the board of Preston Vision and for 7 years represented the interests of higher and further education employers on the Lancashire County Council Pension Fund Committee. He was a board member of a national insurance mutual specialising in higher education and a regional purchasing consortium supporting higher education, each for 7 years, and finishing both terms as chair of the board. He was part of the National Executive of the British University's Financial Directors Group for 7 years, 4 of which were spent as the Honorary Treasurer. Peter's contribution to the university during his 12 years was immense, from setting the financial standards we still use, to working with his directorate colleagues to form the basis of the successful university UCLan is today. Anyone who worked with him during this time here is aware of his integrity, commitment, and professionalism, not to mention his penchant for the odd chocolate bar. However, Peter's proudest accomplishment whilst at UCLan was working with a senior colleague to conceive and introduce the Harris Bursary Fund to relieve student hardship. Now retired, Peter gives a great deal of time supporting local charities and other regional organisations where his honed financial skills are in great demand, which includes having recently been appointed an independent trustee on the UCLan Students' Union Board. Away from his business life, Peter and Carol, his wife of 37 years, have 3 children, 2 of whom are UCLan graduates, and 3 grandchildren. Peter says he looks forward to his continuing links with UCLan, which he hopes will be preparing itself for the 3rd generation of Hyett students. Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, it is with great pleasure that I present Peter Hyett for the award of Honorary Fellow of the University of Central Lancashire. I would now like to invite Peter to say a few words.
Hello, good morning. Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, university staff and former colleagues, graduands and your families and friends. This is a very unlikely occasion for me, as an honorary fellowship is not a distinction that I coveted or even considered. But that said, I'm immensely honoured and truly grateful to the university's academic board for granting me this honour. I have to say, I do feel a little bit of a fraud, as unlike all of you who have worked hard and studied hard for your awards and deserve to be congratulated, I may have worked hard at university, but I did get well paid for it. It can be a little bit spooky and unsettling when you get to a certain age to hear someone describing your life's journey. I did pinch myself a couple of times during the oration just to make sure I was still alive. Rather worryingly, I didn't feel a thing. I would like to thank the orator for their words. However, it is clear that in putting together my story, someone has been telling tales. I have to admit, it is true that I have a weakness for Kit Kats, developed over a number of years. And it's also true that during my tenure at UCLan, it was not unusual for budget holders to give the finance director 2 fingers. Normally chocolate, until they discover there's no more money. It's a long time ago that I first walked through UCLan's doors as a night school student in 1973. And it has to be said that that first relationship was not altogether that successful. And it certainly did not suggest I would be standing here today. I was reminded of this by my late father not long after I had been offered and accepted the UCLan finance director's job. He came to tea one Sunday and was unusually quiet. Later, when we were alone, he said, "I've been going through your mother's papers and I found this." And he gave me this envelope. and on it he'd written, "How did you become an accountant?" Inside is a copy of Peter Hyett's Preston Polytechnic student report for 1973-74. In those days, they reported on attendance, coursework, and exams, and he'd highlighted the subject structure of accounts, which showed an attendance of 8% and nothing else. Now, my dad was an ordinary, honest working man who'd left school at 14, and so when he knew I'd read this, he asked in a genuinely concerned voice, "Do the university know?" "Well, they do now, Dad." Clearly, things improved after that rather inauspicious beginning. I'm totally indebted to my wife, Carol, for her support and encouragement over the years, and I'm grateful to my children for reminding me at those times when the going did get tough that it's only a job and that family values are worth more than financial values any day of the week. Occasions such as this often provoke mention of rites of passage, milestones, thresholds, defining moments, and the like, and lead to people quoting thoughtful words from wise individuals which are felt appropriate to the day. I would like to leave you, the award holders, with some words, but they are those of one of my children that they gave to me a number of years ago because they wanted me to know that the words are important to them. I'm still not sure where the words came from, but clearly they meant something to them as a person at an important stage of their life, and they may mean something to you today. At hours of madness is when I make my mistakes. I am my own teacher and only learn from the ones I make. At times I may be foolish or seem a little insecure, but what I have to show the world will shape the destiny I wish to create. It is morning and I'm wide awake. Well, it is morning, and I hope you are still wide awake, and that you enjoy celebrating your success today in the way you want to and with the people important to you. I also hope that you show the world what you have achieved here at UCLan, and that it helps you shape the destiny that you want to create. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentation of graduands and award holders will now take place.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Engineering. For a thesis entitled Fire Engineering in Sustainable Buildings, an evaluation for the application of performance-based design in Abu Dhabi, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Imad Halashimi. For a thesis entitled Dynamic Modelling of Compression Ring Conformability in High-Performance Engines, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Matthew William Dickinson. Entitled Minimisation of Energy Consumption Variance in Manufacturing Through Production Schedule Manipulation, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Christopher James Jordan. for a thesis entitled A Strategic Engagement Model for Delivering Energy Efficiency Initiatives in the English Housing Sector, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Renuka Thakur. For a thesis entitled, Does the Private Finance Initiative Provide Value for Money in the Procurement of Capital Build Projects within a Fluctuating Market Economy, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Angela Voden. Master of Science in Building Conservation and Regeneration, Christopher John Han. Master of Science in Building Services, Jamie Boardman. Christopher John Flowers. Master of Science in Construction Law and Dispute Resolution, James Christopher Norris. Master of Science in Construction Project Management, Saeed Khalifa Al-Aufi. John Thomas Picken. Master of Science in Digital Signal and Image Processing, Humaid Ali Mohammed Al-Wakafi Al-Suwaidi. Bo Wen Han. Milind Nikhil Kumar Trivedi. Master of Science in Fire and Rescue Service Management, Chai Pei Liu. Master of Science in Fire Investigation, Kalfan Humaid Kalfan bin Kreshan Almiri. Shamsa Shiazwan Shamsuddin. Master of Science in Fire Safety Engineering, Abdulaziz Al-Durahim. Master of Science in Fire Scene Investigation, Philip Mark Wild. Master of Science in Maintenance Engineering, Gary Kar Kiat Lim. Master of Science in Nuclear Safety, Security and Safeguards, Mohammed Obeid Al-Amimi. Master of Science in Project Management, Mohammed Salah Al-Buenain. Mohammed Juma Ali Mohammed Al-Oremi. Stuart Carr. Lei Gu. Jai Hu. Wen Kong Huang. Ya Yi Wang. Siming Lee. Yating Lin. Xiaolong Wang. Zhengzhi Liu. Jiayu Liu. Di Peng. Jiai Wei Shi. Yi Fai Shai. Lei Xu. Master of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering, Hatem Amli. Ali Al-Bashir Mohammed Bar. Aitor Garcia Zubiria. Aaron Oyishi Obande. Achu Shikruma. Suraj Sureshkumar. Master of Engineering with Honours in Motorsports Engineering, Jack Hobbs. Alamin Hussain. Ryan Stockwell. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Building Services and Sustainable Engineering, Stephen Hinson. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Electronic Engineering, Mutahar Ali. Daniel Atkinson. Scott Morris. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Sharoz Dar. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Well Engineering, Hamoud Mahmoud Mansour Al-Mimani. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Mechanical Maintenance Engineering, Lebi Sherian. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Motorsports Engineering, Daniel Haywood. Jacob Worsley. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Building Surveying, Jack Francis Ball. Erica Horton. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Construction Project Management, Mania Hussain. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Facilities Management, Sarah Abdullah Ali Hamdan Al-Aremi. Mohammed Abdul Aziz Mata Al-Azizi. Suleiman Saif Salim Al-Hatali. Mohammed Hamid Suleiman Al-Zajali. Mushtabi Mohammed Abdul Rida Al-Abadwani. Fatima Juma Ali Al-Kaduri. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Fire and Leadership Studies, Gemma Broadfoot. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Fire Safety and Risk Management, Efufu Christiana Oloko. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Quantity Surveying, Kieran Alexander Bezic. Tate Ashley Smith. Melvin Darren Sykes. Higher National Certificate in Mechanical and Computer Aided Engineering, Ruth Joy Archer. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Engineering.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Forensic and Applied Sciences for a thesis entitled Woodland Restoration on Landfill Sites, Earthworm Activity and Ecosystem Service Provision. The degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Francis Ashwood. Entitled Estimation of Post-Mortem Interval Using Decomposition Scales for Hanging Bodies, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Janine Lurch-Erd. Master of Science in Archaeology, Daniel Well-Blundell. Master of Science in Counter-Terrorism, Mark Ambrose. Katie Bailey. Luke Bailey. Sophie Beck. Michael Doherty. Amy Fogarty. Samuel Glynn. With the School Prize for Best MSc Counter-Terrorism Research Project, Matthew Harger. Katie Hewitson. Samantha Imelek. Suzanne Mills. James Stewart. Paul Vickers. Rebecca Wauman. Sandra Wostenholm. Master of Science in Criminal Investigation, Graham Rotherham. Master of Science in Cybercrime Investigation, Alina Antalaki. Mark Booth. Chloe Hack. Jenna Karinen. Joanna Koch. Hamza Shan. Master of Science in DNA Profiling, Kaylee Innocent. Master of Science in Document Analysis, Ahmed Al-Sami. Bethany Clark. Master of Science in Energy and Environmental Management, Usman Abraham. Tempete Owafe. Murphy Wade. Master of Science in Financial Investigation, Arash Barek. Nelda Patiri. Emma Bloomfield. Sarah Margerson. And Alice Rose Perry. Master of Science in Forensic and Conservation Genetics, Anika Abdullah. Samantha Edgar. Susanna Kamara-Rich. Master of Science in Forensic Anthropology, Murasa Almanini. Courtney Astrom. Alice Brown. Ashley Reestall. Reese Williams. Angeline Taylor. Master of Science in Forensic Science, Matthew Evenson. Olivia Marianne Parker. Rakesha Radhakishnan. Master of Science in Sustainable Waste Management, Christina Chachgiraru. Paul Guilfoyle. Carmen West. Bachelor of Science in Forensic Science, Sharon Phillip. Emma Ralph. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Forensic Science and Anthropology, Hayden Martin. Lynette Taylor. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Forensic Science and Criminal Investigation, Louis Crank. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Geography, Eve Winstanley. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Health, Safety and Environmental Management, Mohammed Alwadi. Abdullah Albushi. Adnan Albushi. Mohsin Albushi. Hilal Albalushi. Fatma Al-Harthi. Asma Al-Hassini. Marwa Al-Marari. Hassan Al-Wadi. Taleb Al-Hutaimi. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Policing and Criminal Investigation, Joseph Bell. Kirsty Boyle. Braden Elias Marriott. Hannah Finch. Fareed Mohammed. Marie Vichez. Bachelor of Science in Police and Criminal Investigation, Risa Musa. Foundation degree in Forensic Science, Leanne Ritchie. Foundation degree in Science in Policing, Thomas Bayliss. Andrew Burr. Hannah Jenkinson. Matthew Kenyon. And last but not least, Owen Lloyd-Jones. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Forensic and Applied Sciences.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Physical Sciences and Computing. For a thesis entitled Mathematical and Computational Modelling of Soft and Active Matter, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Israr Ahmed. For a thesis entitled Amplitude Modulation and Energy Conservation of Pulsation Modes in Delta Scuti Stars, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Dominic Matthew Bowman. For a thesis entitled Study of Porous Magnetic Nanocomposites for Biocatalysis and Drug Delivery, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Manea Izadi Sharifabad. For a thesis entitled Heartbeat Stars and the Ringing of Tidal Pulsations, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Kelly Hambleton. For a thesis entitled Development of Fire Retardant Polymer Composites, Investigation of Burning Behaviour and Fire Toxicity, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Ashley Lyons. For a thesis entitled Adult Males with Autism in the Workplace, an Interpretive Phenomenological Study, the degree of Master of Science by Research is awarded to Leah Derham-Boyce. Master of Research in Interaction Design, Christopher Roy Willits. Master of Science in Agile Software Projects, Anthony Roy Grenier. Michael Norman James Treblecock. Master of Science in Database Systems, Zakir Mahmood Malik. Rajtilak Rajendran. Master of Science in Forensic Toxicology, Oliver Rostron. Master of Science in Instrumental Analysis, Amina Mohammed Amand. Mohammed Yaqub Ali Mohammed Al-Mazuki. Mohammed Al-Sawadi. Ali Salim Ahmed Saif Al-Tajani. Abu Salam Am Hussein. Pradeep Sewal. Master of Science in Synthetic Organic Chemistry, Subha Arjunan. Master of Chemistry in Chemistry, Zoe Clark. Master of Engineering with Honours in Computer-Aided Engineering, Richard Smith. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Astronomy, Stephen William Mercer. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computing, Shyam Sanjay Chauhan. James Dennis. Lauren Harris. Judy Elsa Matthew. Lian Jacob Mulamutu. Mohammed Sulman. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Forensic Computing, Adam Rothwell. Bachelor of Science in Forensic Computing, Corrine Cook. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Information Systems, James Coy. Bachelor of Science in Information Systems, Matthew Mullin. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Mathematics, Lionel John Mark Anthony. Zainab Desai. Robert Cobley. Kieran Fitzharris. Samina Hussain. Jack Kelly. Alilia Lulat. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Sean German. We'll try that one again. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Sean German. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Multimedia and Mobile Development, James Seddon. Bachelor of Science in Physics, Jack Evans. Foundation degree in Science and Computing, Christopher Pye. And last but certainly not least, Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Computing and Information Systems, Arjawa Shref. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Physical Sciences and Computing.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Psychology. Master of Science in Forensic Psychology, Sophie Lauren Abbott. Lauren Elizabeth Bridgestock. Hannah Louise Brooke. Amy Louise Calderbank. Christine Lorraine Campbell. Sheridan Clayton. Louisa Hannah Date. Robert Dernbrack. Kinga Gustak. Bethany Ann Hart. Lauren Johnson. Samantha Kent. Andrea Louise McGoran. Alice McClendon. Jess Amy Newsom. Amy Roberts. Laura May Room. Zoe Sayers. Christina Sherman. Louise Smiley. Natasha Rose Ward. Lorna Emily Whiston. Megan Wilson. Master of Science in Health Psychology, Lisa Bithell. Carl Bryce. Samantha Jolene Capon. Sarah Sharon Dewhurst. Radul Kristen Lopez. Rosie Martin. Amy Sherratt. Sophie Smith. Lorraine Boyle. Master of Science in Psychology, Andrea Claire Leach. Joanna Margaret Butler. Deborah Powney. Eleanor Louise Reed. Sabrina Khadija Georgina Socrates. Samuel Thomas Stewart. Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Psychology, Hannah Lisa Butler Coyne. Zachary Krieg. Jack Hyett. Joseph Nicholson. Ryan Pelling. Kelly Stania. Henry Taylor. Lauren Wahidi. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Neuropsychology, Victoria Laux. Libania Silva. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Neuroscience, Hannah May Clarkson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychology, Sana Hafiz. John Gordon Ripley. David Stewart Wilkes. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychology and Criminology, Maria Georgiou. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychology with Psychotherapy and Counselling, Alice Higginson. Ingrid Stonia. Bachelor of Science in Psychology with Psychotherapy and Counselling, Emma Louise Cairns. And Graduate Diploma in Psychological Studies, Dorota Golisewska. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Psychology.
Vice-Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I call on Renee Roberts Sinclair, Campaigns Officer from the Students' Union of the University of Central Lancashire, to respond on behalf of those awarded today.
Vice-Chancellor, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honour to stand here today and speak on behalf of our Students' Union on your special day. I would like to congratulate you on all your amazing achievement. Now, university is more than just the assignments and exams. It's more than the price paid to better your future. And it's more than the piece of paper at the end of it, because university is an unforgettable experience. The people we've met and the experiences that we've created are what makes each of our journeys to graduation unique and special. Now, for most of us, university is just one part of the experience. And whether you were a course rep, you joined a sports team, or a society, or moved away from home for the first time, these are all the things that have contributed to the graduate that you are today. Each and every one of you would have shared a different path here today. But what's special is that you all end up in the same room, crossing the same stage, graduating together. As graduates of the University of Central Lancashire, each of you strengthen UCLan's worldwide alumni network. Today is a landmark in both your personal and professional development, which is a hard-earned stepping stone to your future success. Now, if I'm honest here, the real world, it may seem like a really scary place right now, and you may feel like you're in limbo, but Right now, it's time to aim high, grab all of those opportunities, and accept the challenge, because that degree that you guys hold in your hand right now is really just your learner's permit for the drive for the rest of your life. Remember, you really don't have to be smarter than the person sitting next to you. All you have to do is be willing to work harder, because let me tell you something that you already know: nothing worth having in life comes easy. Last but not least, I'd like to thank all the parents, the siblings, the friends, partners, or your loved ones that you hold close to you. And I'd like to thank all the lecturers and university staff that have helped you get here today. And I really do wish you the best for your future. UCLan class of 2016. Now, you know what? Go out and celebrate it, because you guys really and truly deserve it. Thank you.
It's now my great pleasure to introduce the University of Central Lancashire Chamber Choir. The members of the University Chamber Choir are all students of music theatre within the School of Journalism, Media and Performance, where Mark Goggins is both course leader and choir director. The university is extremely proud of the growing reputation and success of the Chamber Choir. In recent years, the Chamber Choir has won national competitions, including the BBC Radio 3 Adult Choir of the Year. The choir has also performed on BBC One, BBC 4 and BBC Radio 3. The Chamber Choir has a well-established annual tour of the southwest of France and has sung at other overseas venues, including at partner institutions in Shanghai. As well as performing at important university occasions, the choir also sings at civic and fundraising events within Preston and beyond. In July, more than 60 alumni members of the choir returned to Preston to join current students to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Chamber Choir with a concert at St John's Minster in Preston. This morning, the Chamber Choir will sing Africa by Toto.
Today is, of course, a day of great celebration for everyone here, and we need to celebrate in an appropriate way. Friends and family, there is a very good photograph opportunity coming up, so you may like to have your cameras ready. Could I please ask all the graduates to stand and take off your mortarboards? I know that this will be a great relief to a number of you. They have been rather precarious on your heads. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to wave your mortarboard in the air, but please don't let go of it, and please try not to make contact with your mortarboard and your neighbour. So, on a count of 3, I would like you to wave your mortarboards, cameras at the ready, and then following this, we shall cheer 3 times. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Please sit down. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion. And thank you for coming and sharing this special day with the university community. I would like to invite you all to return to a reception at the university's Foster building, where we will continue to celebrate the success of today's graduates. Gowns can be left at the Foster building after the event. May I please ask you all to stand now for the national anthem. be seated. The platform party will now leave the stage and form a celebratory guard of honour. We are going to conclude the ceremony with a final opportunity to applaud the success of today's graduates. Graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. Please make sure you take all of your belongings with you. And guests, please, may I ask that you all remain seated until the platform party has left the hall. You will be able to rejoin your graduates downstairs. Thank you.